Hello, I'm IBX and welcome back to the video. So I'm going to be honest, I think we need to talk as a subscriber base and as a YouTuber about the really serious issue that has gone down recently, which was my trip to New Zealand, because I went there recently and I picked up a bunch of New Zealand snacks and candies, such as Jaffas for example, or such as pineapple lumps, and I figured why not do the generic thing that every single YouTuber does do with things like pineapple logs and stuff like almond slabs and LNP. This is a lemon flavored peanut slab, what does that even mean? And try all of these stuff in a video, milk it for them sweet YouTube views, because I really wanted to try this stuff anyway, and I figured why not try it for the first time on the old YouTube. So we got some LNP, which is room temperature. I've got some frozen pineapple lumps. This sounds so bad. It's pineapple surrounded by chocolate, and then apparently you're meant to try them frozen, so that's the thing I've got here. I've got some Jaffas, which are slightly below room temperature, which again, they look like they're just bouncy M&Ms, and you know, they say try bouncing them around. What does that even mean? I've got a pineapple chocolate log, I've got a lemon slab, I've got an almond slab, and in today's video, we're going to be trying all of them to, again, get them sweet YouTube views on that algorithm or whatever. So make sure you give the video a like if you like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, and feeds the wife and kid. I guess in this case, it feeds me, because it allows me to afford great things, such as a pineapple chocolate log. Oh, for the record, a lot of this stuff was actually gifted to me by a New Zealand subscriber too, so, you know, that's even better than liking the video. Either like the video or literally send me snacks. They're your two choices. You can't watch anymore if you don't do one of those two things. But no, let's talk about snacks today, and let's try them all out. I'm really curious as to which, you know, order of attack we should go through this, because the pineapple lumps, this is the biggest wild card. Like, this is probably going to suck. Everyone says it's great, but like, it's pineapple surrounded by chocolate. How can this be? So this is going to be our last, because again, if I'm going to have a bad taste, we're going to leave that last. Whereas an almond slab, I like almonds, I like chocolate, so logically, I might like this. So let's go for it. Our first piece of New Zealand candy. So, yeah, as you can see, it's really small. This is a miniature one. Let's just go for our first bite. Oh. So I only started liking almonds recently. And oh my god, this is so good. I don't think I've ever tried almond chocolate. Like, who would make that? But it's solid. Okay, look. I'm sure something like this exists in the UK. If you want to see the inside. Actually, it's pretty gross to show you the inside of chocolate. Something like this must exist, because it's vaguely familiar. But this is a solid type of chocolate. Combining almonds and chocolate. Like, again, I only started liking almonds very, very recently. And it's a really acquired taste, I feel like. Or it's just they're such a generic nut. But I really like almonds now. And almonds plus chocolate is solid. And I think I got like 12 of these in a bag. I'm probably going to eat all of these within a depressingly short amount of time. So, yeah, LNP, wait, not even LNP. This is Whittaker's, sorry, Wit Takers, if you will. They take all the wit from you. And they make a pretty solid piece of chocolate. Big fan, in my opinion. So next up, we're going to move on to the pineapple chocolate log. I like chocolate. I like pineapple. What are they doing in the same sentence together? That's the big question we've got to answer, I guess. It's by RJ's, by the way. So again, the funny thing is that New Zealand, despite being so heavily British influenced and despite being next to Australia, there's a lot of stuff that just kind of independently developed there, such as the kiwi, by the way, the fruit. You know, because they're famous for the kiwi bird. The kiwi fruit was named because it's vaguely similar to the kiwi bird only like 50 years ago. And I don't know, or at least it's only been popularly used for the last 50 years, which I find to be kind of wild. But anyway, let's move on from that to talk about this pineapple log, because honestly, I feel like, you know, because by the way, Kiwis is what you call New Zealand people. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's famous in lots of different countries that people just love because it's like, well, I mean, I had them as a kid. And I feel like this has to come to that. Like, look how ridiculous this looks. But should we just go in blind? Should we take a huge bite, a small bite? I don't even know. Let's just... Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, Improvement. What am I eating? Okay, so... Unlike before, where it was instantly, you know, we got on like a house on fire, which is a terrible phrase, by the way, because a house on fire, they get on terribly. Your house burns down on the fire, you know. But we get on like a house on fire, I'd say. But maybe that's why you say that phrase. But then it actually kind of got better. Like at the end there, it's like, yeah, it tastes like a pineapple wind up, like one of those fruit rolls or whatever. Oh wait, in America they call them fruit roll ups, but probably internationally too. It tastes like one of those and chocolate. When they blend, it's horrific. It's like, what is going on? This is a This is madness. The moment the chocolate fades, it's a really good pineapple exterior. I reckon if you sold this without the chocolate on the inside, it'd be just as good. I reckon if you sold the two separately, no one would ever combine them. But the fact that it's in there means you have to eat around it maybe, or something like that. Can't say I approve, but I will be eating the rest of these. I've got a couple more. Again, I also got, there's a licorice one, which I've tried already. There's a raspberry one, which is meant to be good as well. And I think the pineapple is the wackiest one. And it kind of prepares me for this. Like, I don't think I'm going to like this with real pineapple if I didn't like the synthetic pineapple that I did like. But anyway, let's move on to the third snack we got going on here. Actually, before the third snack, the Jaffas, I'm going to take a quick drink off the LMP. So LMP is like, it seems to be like the national Kiwi drink, New Zealand drink, because every single, not vending machine, every single drinks machine, fountain, seemed to come with this, and I have tried this from a fountain about a week ago. I just remember it tasted like vaguely better than lemonade, but I've forgotten the taste now, and given that this is the bottled version, let's give it a whirl. So again, if you want to see the front, it's like, LMP is the name of the company, it's lemon and peoria. I should have looked up what peoria was before this, but let's just assume it's some form of herb they add to their lemonade. And see, it tastes exactly like regular lemonade. Like, it's kind of like if Schweppes was famous in the UK, but, you know, it's not that amazing. But there is something about this that makes it a little bit better than regular lemonade. Probably only like 5%. Again, if this was sold here, I'd buy it if it was like the same price or whatever, but I wouldn't go crazy about it. But knowing that it's only available in the one country, you know, New Zealand, like probably sold in Australia too, there's something about that that makes it a bit more special in my opinion. The fact that it's like, you know, like a country-specific lockdown version of lemonade that is slightly better, like not much better, but it is slightly better. It is something you have to kind of give it credit for. Also, it's worth mentioning that it's 600 milliliters. I think most bottles are 500, at least in the UK. And also, it's more sugary than stuff by default, so maybe that's where the flavor comes from. But LMP, it's like lemonade, but marginally better. If you ever go to New Zealand, try this. It's very slightly better than lemonade. If you like lemonade and you're on the fence about lemonade versus like Coca-Cola, maybe give this a whirl. But it's not amazing, you know? Like, unlike this almond slab where I'm in love with it and I'm gonna eat the whole bag, and unlike the pineapple thing where it's a experience, this is like slightly better than a thing that exists elsewhere. But what isn't slightly better than a thing that exists elsewhere is this. Oh, actually no, we'll go for the Jaffas first, because the LMP slab I'll come back to, because now I've got this flavor in my mouth. Let's get rid of it with some Jaffas though. So Jaffas, immediately what I thought of was this is like, is this a Jaffa cake riff-off? Because in the UK, obviously, Jaffa cakes are they're a biscuity cake. There's a weird debate about that. But, you know, there's a whole legal suit, actually. But Jaffas are an entirely separate thing. They're a chocolate kiwi icon, whether you roll them or bounce them. And it's like, are they chocolate or are they playing toys? And I guess the simple answer is a little bit of both, right? So, we're gonna just dive right into this. And, you know, we tear off the top like this. And I guess we should play with them first. So, okay, I'm gonna drop one from here, and we'll see if it bounces back up to my hand. It doesn't. They don't bounce very well at all. You know, in fact, it's hard for me to show off. Wait, if I bounce one on the wall, maybe that's an easier way. So if I like go sideways here. Oh, this is. I do not have enough space to do this. Oops, I messed something up. Okay, it's all good. But if I bounce it against the wall, hopefully you can. Oh, there's a lot of stuff on my desk. Do you see that? Like it's bouncing, but in the same way that like if I throw my phone at the wall, it'll bounce. Like you can see how like it's going off a little bit, but not really. And it's the same thing with these. Like that. You can say they're bounceable, but I guess you can roll them because they are quite cylindrical, but it's just an M&M. Let's be honest with ourselves, on the outside it's an M&M, but on the inside, oh, my mic might be messed up, okay. But is it an M&M on the inside? Let's find out. Oh, no. That is better than an M&M. No, wait, is it? Oh, no, ooh. Oh, they're orangey, like Jaffa. So, clearly they've stolen the Jaffa branding. Yeah, it's orange candy coating. So the coating is meant to be orange. This is meant to be orange flavored with Cadbury chocolate on the inside. And I like a lot of orange chocolate, but this is not. I can't say I hugely approve of this actually. Like I think I love the texture. I love the style. Like if this was regular chocolate, regular flavor, this is by far the best. That orange tang. It's like a bit too real orange, you know? Like, the Terry's chocolate oranges, you know, they're famous to some degree. It's like, that has, like, just a slight thing in there. As soon as it gets too strong, it's terrible. And the same thing with this, right? Like, I mean, you can... It's too tangy. It's just not... It's not quite perfect for me. I think maybe if I... Okay, you don't... Like with Skittles, you know the best way to eat Skittles is to down the whole bag. maybe this is a thing I'm gonna regret because I'm here in a YouTube video. Maybe if I just chug the bag, things will get better. So clearly. Okay. So that took me way longer than I was actually expecting just to chew that, and I guess I'll say, if you consume them by the dozen, amazing. By themselves, not great. Maybe there's like a happy middle ground where you eat like 5 at a time. But yeah, I would recommend Jaffas, but I don't think they're amazing. I think they're just like, they're unique and great. I guess that's what makes a country's chocolate. Like, if they were the best thing, they'd be everywhere. But it's more like, I'm sure you could play fun games, roll them around on a table, and they do actually taste quite good if you eat them in a significant number. As a fun fact, by the way, I found this weird. Just like, this is something I'm sure most of you don't care about because no one tracks calories or whatever. But in New Zealand, they don't use calories as their measurement. They use kilojoules, which I know they're like related and you can learn the kilojoules elsewhere. But it's still super weird to be like, oh yeah, it's 498 kilojoules a serving. Do you know what kilojoules... Oh wait, camera focus. Do it, you can do this. No, it can't. But do you know what that is in real measurements? You don't. And therefore, it's harder to track what you're eating, because what is that, you know? You have to do some online conversion. So, I'm going to quickly take another drink of my LMP. Wash down that orange with some lemons. They've got... I'm noticing the key trend here is everything is fruity, right? Like, besides the almond slab, which nuts are kind of like a fruit, they're basically a fruit. We've got, like, pineapple, we've got orange, and we've got, lemons. So, they love their... citrusy, or their sweet fruits there. But we're going to move on to the LMP slab. So LMP is this brand right here, in case you forgot from 10 seconds ago when I just drank it. I mean, I can't blame you. We're on the internet. Everyone's got a short-term memory. I don't remember how this video started. Like, did I say hello, or did I just yell incoherently at you? Who knows? But we're going to be trying the LMP white chocolate slab. So it's, again, it's by Whittaker's and LMP. So it's two key wee brands combining together. I can't actually open it, like, it's not being very receptive to my... Wait, that's... I can't get into it. You know, packaging, 10 out of 10. I know no one else has been in this, but... I've never had such a hard time getting into, like, a chocolate bar before, you know? Even now I've opened it a little bit. You know, this is rough. This is security packaging, you know? There's zero chance of someone else having been in here and meddled with your candy, because that happens all the time with other stuff. So as you can see, it's actually 4 little bars. I really like, visually, this looks great. Like, the white chocolate looks appealing. The way it's split into bars, and it smells so strongly of lemons. Like, chocolate should not smell of lemons, in my professional opinion. But let's see if... Ooh, my teeth are hurting from before. Let's see if this is any good. Oh, it's popping candy. I'd open my mouth so you can hear it, but that's pretty gross. But I'm not sure what I'm thinking about this. Like with everything so far, I'm like, I think I don't like it. And then it starts to grow me a little bit. So, there's 2 really solid things combined there. I like the white chocolate. It's a good brand of white chocolate, it seems. I like that popping candy. But the way they mix, I've never had chocolate with popping candy before. Oh, I can hear it right now. I've never had chocolate with popping candy before. And it's an experience. Like, my mouth is popping and it's like... I can hear it all over my head, and it's like, this is... It just keeps on going off. If you're personally a fan of popping candy, you're a fan of chocolate, LMP slaps. And honestly, the fact that it combines 2 New Zealand things together means you get 2 experiences for the price of 1. You get to try this, and you get to try one of these combined. Isn't that wonderful? But the final thing I'll list today is not as easy as this is quite good or this is quite bad. It is going to be the most controversially ridiculous thing I think I've heard of in quite some time. It's by Pascal, not the programming language, but by a Mexican hat man. And back in 1935, wait, no, let's just, you can read it. Back in 1935, who would have the goofy flavor? Pineapple and chocolate. Kiwis did, and a good job too. That's why our pineapple lumps lolly is a national treasure. So I guess they make lollies, and these are like a separate thing. They're made by Pascal, and it's confectionery. Again, it's got the same confusing, like, oh, it's like 400 kilojoules or some nonsense going on right there. And also, yeah, let's give this a whirl, I guess. I'm a little bit concerned, truth be told, that this is like, it feels wrong, it looks wrong, it even smells wrong, but maybe it doesn't taste wrong, you know? Texture's wrong too. I don't believe there's pineapple in there. I think this is a scam. I think the pineapple, I think that's just a marketing ploy. That has to be marshmallow on the inside. It tastes exactly like chocolate and marshmallow in. It's good though. 2 thumbs up for this. What is going on? Like, okay, so honest review, pineapple lumps, they're great, but the pineapple thing is a scam. I thought it was like a pineapple surrounded by chocolate. It's like pineapple flavored like marshmallow, like that chewy stuff you find on the inside of, like, you know, when you get like not fuzzy, like gum toothbrushes or gum teeth, and they've got this weird foamy substance. It's a little bit of foam on the inside of chocolate, but it's balanced just right so it tastes really good. And a little bit of pineapple twang, it goes perfectly there. So yeah, honestly, what I'm gonna say, I recommend these because they're probably fun to like roll on a table. They don't bounce, like as I proved before. I'm gonna recommend these wholeheartedly though, because they're just good. Probably not a whole bag because I can't eat this many. Like I'm gonna feel quite sick if I eat more than 3 of these. I've eaten a lot of chocolate today, mostly because of the chaffers. LMP, or let's show the packaging. LMP / Whittaker slabs. Weird combination of 2 things. Again, wait, did I already say this? I think I might have. Would recommend regardless because it's like a weird little thing. RJs, love their licorice log. I'm torn on their pineapple ones, but you get them together. So, but try these definitely. I think you'll either love these or hate them, and that's what life is all about, right? You gotta find the things you love and burn the things that you hate. We got these, which are just solid chocolates. I don't think they're not specially New Zealand though, you know. Like I'm sure there's one of the you know, the Christmas chocolates in the UK, Roses or Coronation Streets, whatever they call them. One of those tastes exactly like this. It's just the fact that you get them in little chocolate-sized things, and that they do taste a bit better, but they're not significantly. And it's the same with LMP. Like, it's great. I get that you're proud that you made it in New Zealand, but it's just lemonade mixed with Priora. And yeah, I think that's kind of my summary right here. To rank them, I love the licorice logs. I love the pineapple logs, but not as much as I love the pineapple lumps. And also, this is worth trying. This is great, but not too unique. This is great, not too unique. And Jaffers are just a wild card, like, what is going on with this? So, that's my review of New Zealand stuff. Make sure you like this video for the high-effort content that was me literally just eating things at a camera. Again, it takes a lot of time and effort to make a video as high quality as this one. Make sure you share it if you want other people to see me eating at a camera. And maybe you want to share that New Zealand candy love. Make sure that you subscribe. And if you, by the way, leave a comment. Do you want to see more travel-related stuff? Because again, I travel a fair amount. I'm going to Japan in a month. And let me know if you want to see that with words down there. So thank you very much for watching this video. And I'll see you in another one, I guess. Goodbye.